Hello everyone, it's Minecraft time. And today I want to work on my storage system. Not necessarily automate it, but more actually properly build it. Get signs up and stuff, make it pretty. Because I keep clicking the wrong things whenever I'm sorting stuff. What happened to my Minecraft skin? What happened? Yeah, we're gonna work on the bottom one today, because that's obviously the most important one, the to-do thing at the bottom. I'm very quickly gonna see if I can fix the... What's wrong with my Minecraft skin? It should be fine. The right thing is selected. What if I just... Oh. Okay, wait, hold on. Gonna restart Minecraft. Because I don't know what's wrong. Like, it's not that important. I just do want it to work. And now we just wait until it's started up again. There we go. Should also be visible. There we go. Bam. Please just work now. Yeah, okay. Don't know what was wrong with it. Just restarted Minecraft and it was fine. Sorting system. So first things first. Current state of the sorting system is this. It's fine. It works. It functions. But we still have this random chest, which we could split up into more stuff, and this is sort of our valuables chest, sort of not. And then we have this one out here, which is all the food. So, like, I do like the fact that there's a food chest there. I don't mind that. Well, hello there, baby chickens. I don't mind the fact that the food chest is outside. I do think that we need to give this some proper space. Labels, maybe even split these up eventually. Like, just so I can dump all of my dirt into one chest without having to manually do it. And, you know, I'm not really planning on making an automated system, because I don't know why. We could at some point, but currently it isn't that as important. And I want to dig this out a little bit more to create a bit more of a rounded shape. And then put, like, workstations and stuff in the middle instead of just on the side here. I might also at some point need a place for my bed. So that's kind of the plan. First off, we need to empty our inventory. So that's, you know, that's fun. That we immediately need to go and do that. And we can immediately demonstrate how bad the current situation is. Because that also needs to be in there. I can't find nothing. That one, yeah. Where do I leave the leaf litter? Probably this one, yeah, there. Blackstone. Was Blackstone from the Nether? I think it is. If I remember correctly. I should probably have a little bit more dirt with me than that. And then these we need to throw out / into a composter. And then we're fine. So we do have some digging to do. So let's see, wood, silk touch. Doing this with silk touch because the fact that I would also like the stone for building purposes. Do I have shears here? I do not seem to have shears here. Oh. I can just do that. I can just do that. Don't know why I made that a big issue. We can place this little thing up somewhere later, but we need them for our actually was there one in here? No. We need the vines for mossy stuff if we want to make that ourselves. So we are going to need it at some point. Let's see. I think we start just at the middle, which is 2 block center. So these two, and then I want to round it out. Both going towards the top and also like inward. No clue how we're going to do that, but we're just going to wing it and see what happens. This might be the first thing I have to put mending onto. Because this is the one thing I actually use at the moment. Like, we're gonna get more mending eventually, I just gotta prioritize some things, and that some things might be the Silk Touch pickaxe. On the other hand, Silk Touch is a book we can buy, so it technically isn't that big of a deal. Oh, hey, gold. That's nice. Yeah, this is definitely turning into something. Remove you. Feels like a cable, right? You. And then, we remove the gold and go in one more. We don't need this to be for the silk touched, but we can, I don't mind it, I don't mind it being done with silk touch. I think we're gonna go and put mending on this. I should have one laying around. I'm trying to think if I have. Is it cheaper to buy mending or silk touch? Because otherwise we just need to enchant one of our diamond pickaxes with silk touch and mending. Like, we need to make a diamond pickaxe for that first, but still. You're the feather falling. That's the silk touch person. 10 versus one of the mending. Oh, right, we have a second guy for 6. 18 for mending. So I think it's cheaper if we just keep enchanting. If we just enchant the diamond one with our cheaper silk touch one. I just need to get diamonds first for that. Because we don't have those just lying around. I wish we had diamonds lying around. That would make some stuff so much easier, I think maybe one block more this way. I like that. It's not quite even. And it's still not, but it feels, feels nice and round, I think. Because it's literally just a couple of diagonals. So then let's see, how many blocks wide is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is kind of the center. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It seems we have created a 10 by 10 space on our widest points in terms of walkability. So this would be where our workstations go. Right? Wait. No, that's 3. And this would be where the workstations go. Because we need 4 on each side for it to be the center. Yeah. Don't know why I counted this length when I could have just picked the entrance center, but it's fine. It works, and that's what's important. You bother me. There we go. Yeah, okay. So then I think we just break that one. And this stuff as well. Right, I still have stuff here that I was going to do. I was going to make more food with, but whatever. And we also have a nice amount of blocks again. This is all we currently have in terms of I want this there. This here, I think. We could put the furnace against the wall here, because that's not, isn't going to be like a chest there. I think if we make a pillar of furnaces or put the hopper there again, you know, because I don't really feel like, okay, no. If I feel like burning multiple stacks of stuff again. No, I think the best idea is to do that, because then I can put in multiple furnaces. And then we're going to need to fill that out with different stuff. But like anvil and grindstone are here, because that's what it's relevant, and this is where it's relevant. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, this one would go here, I think. Do I even have a redstone chest dedicated? I don't think I do. At least not yet. Don't have a dedicated redstone chest yet. We gotta change that. We're also just gonna stuff. Do we have that anywhere? Once again, I don't think we do. Can't hurt to check though. Don't think we do. You're going in the miscellaneous chest. Stone. There. Put you here. Anyway, yeah, clear demonstration of why all of this is not ideal for our sorting system at the moment. What other tool benches could we put here? Like a loom, I guess. I gotta get used to the fact that there isn't, in fact, something there anymore. This is literally just those. This is building blocks. Smithing table, technically. Cartography table. How do I make scaffolding again? Right. A composter could be useful. I know that we already have a couple around, but we have none that aren't like outside of base or used by villagers. I know I still have one in my mind somewhere. Could go pick that up. A loom. We could very easily make a loom. Looms are fun. Let's make a loom. For no other reason than I wanna. And I can. I don't even need to... Bam! Loom. Loom. Now we can do stuff. Sort of. We need, you know, banners for it, which I'm not going to make yet, because that's not exactly a priority. I know we have wellness banners all around, but still. And then a composter was an option, but I also kind of want to see if I have another low-angled thing. Do we have another thingy with less... like less than a block height? I love picking my tools based on the fact that they have to look aesthetically pleasing. I know I have a lodestone. We could place a lodestone here, but I feel like that's got to be more of a central point more than anything. Yeah, this is useless. It's probably going to be a composter. I don't really see a need for a smithing table or anything. Cauldrons are pretty funky, but not needed. Let's just make another one. I might need one more slab for this. Yeah, I think it's this. Two actually. Two more slabs. Which is, you know, why we do that. It's a good thing I have so much oak that I don't want to use anywhere. Oh, there. And now we can dump these without having to go to one of the villagers or all the way to the horse stables. I forgot the word for a second. Oh, there we go. I feel like maybe I want to place the composter... Okay, let's hold on, let me... There. Maybe I want to place these two the other way around. Oh, but also this one's not solid, and then... Whatever. We keep it this way. Oh, I fell into the compost. Oh, thank you. And now we have more bone meal, which we're gonna have to move in a sec, but whatever. Raw chicken? Oh, right, from the furnace. There. Okay. Alright, so we now have our central, like, space for stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and make whatever crafting table, another furnace, because I want to fill up the space. Wrong chests, that one, not first one. Like we can have two furnaces there. And then we have our main, yes, the main thing, a loom. No, we have our little basic table here. I think maybe we dig out the sides of this as well, because these are pretty full now. Yeah. Just gotta do these. And I think that this is good. And I think I also just like free up this little spool. Come on. Seriously? I need that one block. Hold on. Come on, man. Fine. There. And now we just grab more chests, I guess. I kind of want to turn them all around. Currently, they're all facing that way. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm also slowly running out of wood. Maybe we also add some barrels. First, we make all of these oak logs into oak planks. Then we make 2 barrels, because that's exactly what I have stuff for. And I like barrels. Then I think we just... Oh, no. We just make all of the chests that we can. We're gonna need all of them. First, we lengthen these. No. I don't think I'll be able to get out if I do that. No, because it's facing the wrong way. Oh, and you will pick up that? Okay. Hold on, if I just... There we go. And then if I crouch here, it will not do the thingy. I gotta do it like that. Now we have a beautiful long wool chest. You also get... Wrong side, of course. Naturally. There. And now I have one more chest. I think we're gonna add that there. Or we remove this altogether and just add it into the normal storage system. Just pick it all up. I also need to find a place for my barrels, and I think that these corners would be great for that. Let's see, we've got stones, we've got dirt, we've got more stones, we've got wood, and currently miscellaneous. I think we gotta put the... Thing is right. We want to put the stuff in a logical spots. Also, whatever, don't need everything to be like that. There. Do I like how that looks? Happy Monday from someone living in Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you then, Pokari. And welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? That's going great. And also, thank you for the Happy Monday, yeah. Another stuff, where will you go? I feel like it makes more sense to put them with the, maybe we put the stones all above each other, and then we just dump the nether stuff here. Oh yeah, bustle, blackstone. Grab these. Nether, that's not nether stuff. I'm also doing good. Glad to hear you are. I had a very relaxed day today, so we're chilling. If I do that, will you open? You will not open. Do I have any stairs laying around? I have slabs. No worries. Now it'll still open and it looks a little bit better. I should probably grab the other slabs. That's that. Add some of those in there. You know, do a little bit of terraforming while we're at it. Don't think we're gonna stack another chest up here. We're gonna need to add some andesite ones in here at some point as well, probably. So, andesite. Yeah, that's good. Boop, boop. Dang it. Boop. There. Ooh, there. Just kind of trying to fill out some empty spots. I love having to jump to reach. I think we want to add one extra here. And then maybe on the floor. Maybe on the other side of the floor. No, but these are already lowered. Here. Yeah. I like that. I like that a little bit better. We're being productive and making it pretty. Now I don't know where to put this. Hold on. Miscellaneous just for you right now. You get andesites and diorites and also tough. I think if I do this instead, it'll probably be easier to get stuff. Excuse me. Get stuff in the proper spots. Like if I do that, this will be quicker. That's just gonna make it easier for myself later down the line. So we're gonna do that for everything, I think. Just fill up the rest. There you go. Like I can just do that now. Well, I could already do that for this, to be fair. They were already pretty full. Swap those. What? Gravel. Put the sandstone at the end here. Perfect. Beautiful. Do that. Yeah, okay. Actually, I do need some dirt. Hold on. Not at all even, but it's fine. And then I think we just keep the ores down there. That doesn't make sense to me. It's not a logical decision. You can go in there. This thing is still a mess. This one as well, but I don't have enough to like even bother actually putting stuff in here. Like this could be worth it. Other than that, I don't have enough nether stuff to really do anything about it. Ladders, signs, sticks. Actually, if I put the signs here, fences. Oh, it's gonna bother me how everything is its own thingy. Log. This is spruce. Dark oak. Ah, spruce is my main thing though. Spruce is my main one, so I gotta do that. None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. Isn't that lovely? Dark oak, dark oak. Spruce just needs to go on the thing there, and then trying to also sort them on how often I use them. So first we go spruce, we give that 2 rows, then we go oak, we give that 1 row, then dark oak, even though I haven't used as much, purely because I have more of it. Then the ladder sticks, other stuff. Also have these planks. There, I think. This works. This works, I think. Good enough. I'll get to you at the end. Actually, this is the miscellaneous one. I can... First off, I can use that. I need a redstone chest at some point. I'm gonna put you are gonna be miscellaneous. So you're gonna contain... Let's see, this is redstone stuff. All of that is redstone stuff. You're miscellaneous. These two are also miscellaneous. So is glass. This is fuel, so not as much. This is just something I need to find a point to store. Obsidian's currently miscellaneous as well. The chest I can use somewhere, so and the barrel is meant to be used somewhere. This is also a lot of random stuff. The chains are also miscellaneous, actually. Yeah, slowly getting... We're slowly getting there. Time for this. Iron. More iron. Don't have any nuggets, so that's great. Right, because these are full stacks of stuff. Hold on, we just do that instead. It's fine like this. Coals, redstone, quartz, flint. I don't have any other gold. We could put this with the nether stuff instead, but it's also ores, so we're just gonna put it here. Copper is gonna go here. Maybe like that instead? No. This is stuff I never use, aka I don't have any gold. So you're gonna go over there for now. Bone meal. All of our saplings. Birch saplings as well. Do we have any other saplings? I don't seem to have any other saplings. We're gonna put bamboo there as well, though. Then we have drops and stuff. Flowers. That's seeds. Like this is more ambient. Ambient stuff is a better way to word it. That has a use. You are a fruit thing, I guess, technically. You are a sapling. You are a flower. That one's useless, but it's whatever. The top row is going to be stuff with use, I guess. dried kelp blocks as well as dried kelp. Put those together. And then maybe the paper in here as well. That doesn't make quite as much sense to me. So we're going to leave it like this for a moment. Feathers and eggs. Because we have a lot of those. We have a lot of eggs. We're drowning in the eggs. Flesh, magma cream, fire charge, slime balls. A spider eye is normal stuff. This is all spider stuff. Gunpowder and leather. Probably like this. Stuff we kind of have a use for. Oh, but then this one would go up there as well. That doesn't feel quite right though. Maybe we do that. And then, yeah, leather could go into this corner as, like, I don't even know. Wools, just wools. That's all this one is. Red, orange, blue, pink, and purple. We still have yellow in there. Gorgeous. It isn't big enough for that. Hold on. If I place those there and then that's that, excuse me, that. Back, welcome back. Pinks, then we have the purples. And then we have enough space for if we need to expand. And this is for carpets, I guess. Currently, we're working on the storage system. That's kind of all the plan I have. Otherwise, we might go like fishing or something because I still want a Nautilus. So I need some buffer fish for that. I'm pretty sure. Other than that, I don't know. We do finally have our little like workstations and stuff here. I want to fill it out, so I also made a loom. And with this one, I won't have to walk back and forth continuously. Dang it! I moved the chest. This is why these things are not the most handy things. Okay. Yeah, wools, mob drops. That's sorted. The square station. Yeah. I think it's funny though. I think it's fun. Okay. We have our bunch of gold armors. We have mending boots. Why did I ever use these when these have mending on them? Unbreaking. We have a gold silk touch pickaxe. We have a fortune bane of arthropods. We have a normal one. Actually, I can just put all of these in. All of these in succession. The gold armor row. Let's see. That one is loaded. Weapons, fishing rod. Let's see. Iron armor. We have some nearly dead iron armor, and I don't know why I'm keeping it, but I am. Let's see. Random enchanted copper helmets. We also have a nearly dead shield. Then we have actual tools and stuff. Projectiles. We have so much unneeded stuff. Like, I have way too much stuff laying around that doesn't really have a use right now. Why? Okay. I need to just have, hold on, let me load up my inventory with all of this. Let's leave the potions here. Those are gonna get their own thing. Lodestone as well. This is a tool. The rest looks useful-ish. Except for the treasure map. Already got the treasure. Let's see. That's a tool. These are tools. That's stuff we actually need. Tools. Tools. Valuables. Current building block getting saved. Yeah, okay. Let's put all this away first. I have way too many stone hoes. I think it's because of the fact that I kept going, where did I leave these? I need a new one. Made a new one. Oh, that's where I left them. Put them in the same spot. Forget again, and then loop. Which is, you know, maybe not the smartest per se, but whatever. I think that's how it happened. Entire extra iron pickaxe. You're going over there so I can sort this. Some extra beds. None of this is looking useful anymore. Oh, that's where I left the rest of my paper. Bundle in the bundle. Oh. Can go in there, I guess. TNT. I feel like we've lost the sorting system. I think I need to place an extra chest here. Because this is all very much a confusing situation. Like, where do I put that? And the lead goes there, I guess. That's important. Extra water bucket would go. No. Yeah, see, now none of this makes sense anymore. We're going to need an extra chest up there. Which means we do need to remove that. No. No, you're facing the wrong way. Nope. Hold on, easier to remove. There. Now we just do that. Also, I think we might want to replace this one with a barrel so it doesn't move as much, and then we could place it there. Because that's a bit nicer of a corner. Like it blends in better than that one does. We'll do that in a second. I need another chest to make it good though. Just grab 2 of these. Da, 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 da. 1 extra chest. Now how to do that? Because if I do this, it won't connect. This isn't that easy. This is actually really annoying. Also, if there are any suggestions regarding the sorting system, they are very much welcome. Dang it. I'm not automating it right now because I don't feel like putting in an entire system. Are you kidding me? How do people do this? Like it's so annoying. I needed to connect to that. Like I can't. But this won't exactly work either. you know? Oh, you can just shift and put it next to it. Okay, well, learned something new, I guess. Let's see. We're gonna put all of the old armor in there, all of the new tools and such in here. So all of the actually important stuff slash useful stuff. So that is the water buckets, the lava buckets, a flint and steel, shears, this, my iron stuff, new iron helmets, bowls are useful, crossbow, both of these crossbows are basically dead, my bow, TNT, beds. Why was I dragging them one by one? Whatever. How many boats fit in the bundle? One. I'm moving my world real quick. Look, good luck, good luck. Uh, let's just move this real quick. Useful tools. That goes there. Iron tools row, maybe we put these here. All of these types of items, bowl. The fact that a boat can fit in the bundle is so funny. It is. It does immediately fill it up, so it's incredibly impractical to do. But it does work. Yeah, of course. I think arrows would go above this. Then I think if we want to do that, we can actually, excuse me, we can actually give ourselves immediate spots to place the arrows. Leads go next to that. TNT goes in there. Beds up here, I guess. Bow can go in there. This feels a little bit more logical. It's not the best yet, but it works. Old armor and such. Stone. Yeah, okay. The boats are gonna go into the same row as the beds. It's stuff that I would use on travel. Also an extra armor thing we can go put in this row. Should we make it? Yeah. Our armor currently is fine. It's fine. Oh, I have to be closer, like one step. Okay, cool. How much does an armor stand take to make? Armor stand? Do I not know? I don't know how to make an armor stand yet. I do not have the required material. I haven't made the required material. Nice, I did it in 5 tries. Ooh, nice. Good work. I did it this morning. I just don't remember what I got. I did get it, but then somewhere near the end, but I don't remember if it was 4 or 5. Yes, okay. I need a redstone space still, don't I? That's what this one was for. Yeah, it was. Do you just immediately get the next word when it turns 12 for you? Huh. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I don't know what I did think it was doing. I was just like, when I do it, it's a new one. Oh, yeah. I also do it in Discord, but I get pinged for it at the time that I've done it the day before. So if I do it at like 10 a.m. the next morning, I get pinged for it at 10 a.m. Stone. That's so much easier. I still have the paper. I think this is good enough. Good enough for now. I just need to find somewhere to dump the paper, and this needs to be sorted again. Potion, bad omen. That's 3. That's 4. That's 2. Already done map. An armor trim. Lodestone. Prismarine isn't mineral. I should put that somewhere. Full of enchanting. Music discs. Cat and Malai. Same thing sometime after 12 a.m. Yeah. I think I should probably... On one side, I want to merge these two chests because they are both valuable chests. On the other hand, that doesn't quite feel like it would be better sorted. I do think the Heart of the Sea can stay there. This is technically just a drop, so I should probably put it with the drops. This can go there. Name tag, we're gonna have to make a chest at some point that is just fishing stuff, because we're probably gonna get a lot of stuff during fishing that we need to dump somewhere. Emeralds, they're like the valuable thing, but we also have enough space in our chest here. Technically, diamonds are the valuable thing because, you know, we need those for armor, but I don't have any of those at the moment, so that doesn't really matter right now anyway. Yeah, here, and then we just put that here in this corner, maybe. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. No clue where I'm going to leave the minecarts with chests. This is technically just a building block for my next project. I should probably make a chest for building blocks. Hold on. I need some rails. We're also going to need to get this is my enchanted one. Don't need that right now. We're going to need to get some item frames after this. There, you're the next project chest now. Congratulations on your promotion. Is it a promotion? I don't know. It might not really be a promotion. Golden apple can also go in here. Promotion. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it was a valuables chest first, so I think this is more a demotion than it is a promotion. But you know, oh well. It's also just like, where do I leave these? The prismarine crystals? Can I even make a block with these? I can't do anything with these right now. Like, I need more of them to do anything with them. So we're just gonna go in here. Paper. Where am I gonna dump the paper? I can dump the paper in here. It's made from natural materials. It's close enough. I'm going to lose everything. Actually, I could just start trading this, but let's put it in this corner. That makes it more clear. Yeah, the sorting system's going to go wrong again very soon. Probably. But that's okay. We will survive. Better way to do this. Bup. And then we just rest of those rows for wheat. Then we have bottom rows for meats of various. These are both cooked. We're gonna put those cooked stuff here. There we go. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Raw with carrots, mushrooms, potatoes, beetroots. Raw. And now I just need to dump that minecart with the chest. That would go here, next to the boat with chest? No, this is more of a redstone component anyway. You go here. See, we figure it out. There's just a chest here with a singular bookshelf. Now, but that's okay. And this is the miscellaneous one. Why did I not put this in the miscellaneous? I guess because it's for a project. But I feel like this is worse, so we're going to put you in the miscellaneous one. Into the miscellaneous chest you go. Into the redstone chest you go. Sorting system done-ish? Ish. We'll make something cool out of this side as well at some point. I want to make an armor stand and stuff to place down and show off my cool armor once I have it. Like, I won't be wearing it at all times. Maybe a backup set if we ever get to that. The poor things that only got unbreaking. Yeah. We should probably figure out a spot for my bed. Could do that here. Could place it here. But it would look weird. We would need a double bed and make it like... Wait, hold on. I have 2 beds. We can test out some looks, you know, without having to move my spawn point. Like, we could do that and then build a little thing around it. We would be sleeping inside of the storage system, though. But we're already sleeping in the cave, and it's probably an upgrade from in the hallway. I feel like it's not bad. I should put a lantern there. I've already lost everything. Galvanized steel beams. No, not the galvanized steel beams. Did I say beams? Beams. We cannot be making these into stairs that also fold up and also are beds and also etc. function as storage. What else do they do with those steel beams? Everything, I think. Could work. We could make it work. Maybe if we placed some walls up to the ceiling, like at the corners, that would kind of section it off into its own little thing. Also, I can just... It's not a sorting system, but it's a storage system, and it's close enough. It's a sorted storage system. We just need to gather a lot of stuff for item frames. Mostly gotta gather a bunch of leather. Sticks we can make. Sticks we can make. Okay, hold on. That one has all my andesite. If I make some andesite walls... We're gonna need more than 5, but it's fine. Like there and there. How hard would that be to get out of is the real question. Would tough work with this? I don't think it would. How much more do I need? 2... 5 more. That's not... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know how Minecraft works. Maybe if we make it into polished ones don't have walls. Okay. Polished doesn't have walls. Stone it is. 5 of them. Yep. Practical. Ooh. But that requires... That's immediately like... Ooh, get textured, idiot. I don't really want there to be a texture. So I might be better off if I grab some cobble ones. Like, I'm not gonna waste my beautiful smooth stone on getting... Okay. That's a thing. Don't say idiot. I apologize, I apologize. I think this could be something. I might be being delusional, but I think it could be something. Depending on if I can get out, though. We like... I think this is cool, and then we can have our beds here. I think we do need some lanterns to light the place up. Specifically back there. Currently, I don't like how this is uneven lighting, but... Come on, car. We need to get you to a new place. Let's see. Come on up here. Yeah, come on here. Car, please. Keeping white bits. Good point. We could dye them, actually. I have flowers. And I think I even have dye, like, upstairs. You make a good point. I like how I say upstairs, like it isn't, like, genuinely, a full walk to the surface base. Let's see what dyes we currently have available to us. No. Okay, hold on. We gotta be able to actually get out. There we go. The wall works perfectly fine. I see no problems whatsoever. Somehow I fully forgot that I could just give them a color. I could dye them. So thank you for the reminder. Seems the lanterns to our next to our paths are working in at least. We do also have a puppy sitting around here that we could bring back down with us. But also, the puppy is more likely to come with us on adventure. Let's see. We have magenta dye, red dye, orange dye, and pink dye. A grass block. Should probably take that with me. Let's just grab a lot. Puppies and self-excel behind bamboo bars. Yeah, I don't know why you did that. We're gonna leave this here. I already have them downstairs. Also already have these. Those won't really find any use right now. Wait, okay. I now have 3 pairs of shears lying around randomly. Love to see it. There. Rotten flesh doesn't matter. We could get rid of some of these. That can't hurt. This, and we keep these up here. I feel like that sentence went wrong somewhere. We keep these up here for emergency food, I think. Nothing in the furnace, nothing in the furnace. There is also a bed up here. Yeah, okay. I do not feel like going through the farms right now. Actually, hold on. Let me see if we can free Puppy from... Does Puppy even have a name yet? Let's see if we can free Puppy from the bamboo bars. Come on. Come with. Also, the to-do list up here is like different. Yeah, there you go. Good puppy. Storage system can be lit up. Light paths is done. Trading hall. It's not a full trading hall, but we have a hall with villagers that trade. The only thing on our to-do list is currently the docks. Which, having 2 different to-do lists probably isn't the best idea. So maybe I should also take this one down. Let's put the docks on our to-do list down in our actual base. Yeah. This one hadn't been updated in a while, so we've actually done quite a lot since we've last done that. Puppy gets to sit in the plants. Now we just gotta remember to update the list with the item docks. And I'm not walking all the way back, so this, and then back in. There we are. Thank you. I really gotta get more consistent at jumping it, but it is a lot of fun to jump it. Is the other side full? Yes, okay. Docks. Expensive elevator. I mean, it became it entirely by accident, so, really it was free, Like, no, we already built it for a different reason, so really it was free. No extra expense required. Wood chest. Nope, no, that one. Time to resort everything because we have a full inventory. Maybe we need to swap some stuff around because the nether chest isn't going to get more access more than the wood chest. And like this is all. I feel like it makes more sense to have the wood here than the nether stuff. But we'll get there once we've emptied this out and everything. That's new. In here at least, it's new. Lily of the Valley. Wildflowers, leaf litter. Need to move everything because we got more leaf litter. Peonies. Okay, wolf ropes. Feathers, string. Ink sac, go there. Gunpowder. Rabbit hide, more leathery stuff. Wools. I don't have a thing for dyes. Dang it. We're going to be using the red dye immediately. Probably need one of these. How much does this make? 1. There. We could put the dyes here. Just do that. I think that's magenta. Orange. Pink. Do it like this. It'll be the starter for everything. Because I don't, except for the white wool, I guess, because white wool doesn't really have one. And then if I don't have them, we can leave them open. And these will be the carpets. Just collapse that all in on each other. Then we have grass. Then we have a moss block. That goes... Let's place that there. Oh, but it's a... I'm like, but it's a block. We could put it with... I guess with the sands and stuff, but it does the... Words are hard, okay? It's difficult. Red bed. Another red bed. Classic. Yeah. Good cat. There you go. Respawn point sets. We can break this one. Put that where the other beds were at first. Look at that. Okay, I actually quite like how this is going currently. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, classic. I need a lantern to hang from, probably from that one, to create a little more light, because I don't like how the beds are in the shadow. Also this torch gotta go. We can place it there instead. No, I don't like that. It's light enough. It's light enough. No. No, I don't have any mods or anything in here. This is pure vanilla, what you're looking at. Let's see, I need iron for a lantern. I think we still have a chain, so we could even... Yeah, we still have some chains, so we could even, like, dispense it. We're gonna have to get rid of a little bit of habits that we've created, which is, the fact that... I don't want it to be in line, though. Maybe we hang it from here. I like that. Then it's like in the gap and also lights it up quite well. And I think I can even remove these on the side. As long as I place them on the front, I suppose. That's now one too low. Hold on. There. I use multiple optimizations for making game. Yeah, no, that's fair. Is there lagging happening, or... I feel like we're running perfectly fine with 119 FPS. You realize you can't see it thanks to the follow goal, but that's what it says. Although I will say for a long time I was used for to worse quality, so that might just also be me going, yeah, that's perfectly fine with an awful frame rate. I mean, this standard is already way better than what I used to have, but Now this entire wall is empty. We're gonna have to do something about that at some point. Yeah. Sleep, because I see that on my little clock that it is nighttime. And then we're gonna go and have to slaughter some cows because we need item frames on our chests. Also, I have these to... Never mind. First, we do this. First, we fill up the entire thing of compost. Because we have way too many beetroot seeds. Like, there's so many of them. I do not need that many. Better quality mods just makes it so your PC's under less stress and which serial please play in servers or build big machines. Fair. Oh. I don't have anything against it, of course. I just haven't really done any of that myself. I've a couple of friends of mine have started modded servers before, where I've played a little bit on, and then I can definitely see also why they add a lot of optimization mods. Because I've seen them make some insane builds, like redstone machines and stuff. But my computer can my laptop's perfectly handling it at the moment, I think. Even if I do hear it cooling, but that's what they gotta do, you know. It's so weird to now just have this entire corner empty because I'm aware that it's here. But it's just entirely empty now. That's gonna take some getting used to. Let's see. Grab some wheat. It's time to go get some leather. We probably have enough sticks. Smooth. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. Was there any particular reason you were asking about it, Corey? About the mods / optimization stuff. Okay, cows. I need leather. Yep, there we go. That tree is inconvenient. We still have enough cows. I mean, technically, I only need 2 cows to get the entire population back up, but it's not preferred because then it's going to take a long time. Just this cluster, I think, and then we'll... Okay, come on, guys. There we go. Just thought I'd something I was running so smoothly. Well, that's a more positive take than I immediately assumed. Sorry. My immediate assumption is kind of just like, oh, something is wrong, which I probably shouldn't be assuming immediately, but is there any other cows that haven't been fed yet? No. Everyone's been fed. How much leather? 23. Decent amounts. Actually, hold on. We go lily pad jumping. Dang it. I think it's the block there that's making me lose momentum. Hold on. Bam, bam. No, that was too much momentum. At some point, one day I'll get it perfectly one try, you know? One day. I'm currently updating 18 optimization mods and was wondering if there's a faster way. Ooh. That's a lot of no, I sadly wouldn't be able to help you with that. Hmm. Are you running something really heavily modded, or is that just like purely for your own uh like for your own world? Oh, was me tabbing out a bad idea? Is it not gonna let me back in the it's not gonna let me back in the game. Yeah, no, I know my game crashed. I tabbed out and my game crashed. That's fun. Hopefully it saved everything. I don't know how often Minecraft saves. Give it a second to restart. Anyway, as I was saying, are you like waiting for a modded server or? Yeah, sometimes Minecraft just decides to if it's about just we're talking about optimizations. Yeah, I don't know why it does it. I don't think it's a you good game. Games game's okay now. Exactly though, like right when we're talking about optimizations. No, there was like a advertiser thing held by Automod, so it's just like, okay, well, quickly gonna ban that and tab out, and then tabbing out crashed my game. It sometimes does that, and it sometimes doesn't, and I don't know why. Like I had it a while ago, then the game updated and it was perfectly fine. I got this. Fair enough, fair enough. Fancy shaders can be fun. I'm not entirely sure if my we do have a lot of beef now. Food for days. That's gonna be good for golden apples. Um, there. Like, I don't know how well my computer would handle fancy shaders, but it does make stuff look pretty. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't really need one for that one. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can only make 3. That's cool. That's fun. Bamboo farm. All the way over here. Hello there, bamboo farm. How are we doing? Thank you for your service. My scuffed bamboo farm. And the only reason it is scuffed is because it is highly inefficient in picking up all of the stuff. It gets stuck so often. Let's see. First we make all of the sticks. Actually, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nearly. How many do I need for one? I think it's like... It's surrounded, right? So that would mean 8. Yeah. And now we can place this on everything. Do we need an item frame on everything? Not necessarily, but no, we're still doing it. Let's see. We pick up. That's the other way around. I needed one bowl. Let's grab a bone for the mob drops. Armor and stuff. Let's grab the broken helmet. That's a good symbol. This is also, ooh, but this is like the bad. Hold on, we're gonna place the hoe in there instead. And then maybe we use the helmet for this one. And we can just use the broken one, because that's not the one we're gonna wear. So it's like... some of the mods are for quality of life, like 360 view or riding on boat. Bird's eye view for checking out builds and quickly. Dang, okay, fancy, fancy. Lance, nonsense. We can use the 1 iron nugget, or we can use just like an iron ore thing. Isn't that looking better? I think I'll remember that that's my valuables chest, to be honest. And that's just like the miscellaneous, so it also doesn't really need a symbol. What does need a symbol is this thing. So we're going to mark that with andesite. This with a block of cobble. That is not distinct enough. Let's grab granite instead. Not what I meant to do. That feels distinct enough. Items. Oh, yeah. I think I've seen that one around. I already have this in my inventory. I don't need to pick this up. Nethery stuff. I think I want to do that with a magma block. Because it looks cool. Wood and such. Let's grab an oak plank. Redstoney stuff. I think I should just move my redstone here too. And just do that. And then the ores are a little bit less sorted, I guess. Just do that, and then we have space for the gold again. Bam. We have a sorting system. Well, storage system that is sorted is a better way of wording it. Look at that. Hopefully less mistakes in the future. It only took us an hour and a half. Had to be done, though. It would only get more problematic. Like, it would only get harder on me if I didn't do it. So, yippee! Hooray, hooray for us. We have a system. Still wish I could pet you, Car. Thank you, thank you. I don't have an expression for this. I was like, can I use any of my expressions? No. I guess technically. No, that's the wrong one. That one. Which gives me little stars. Time to throw a party. True. I don't have a jukebox. We don't have enough diamonds for a jukebox. I feel like we either can go get diamonds for it. The bed's down there now. It nearly feels like I got a retrained muscle memory. One beetroot exactly. Yeah, hold on. Let me just grab the beetroots. None of them take beetroot except for, you know, the one farmer. Oh, actually we can actually trade. There we go. Celebratory trade. Yippee, sorted. You're still jobless. Business is booming, harvest is bountiful. So true. We should really upgrade this guy so I can get some actual useful armor off of him. At some point, TM. That's still empty. I'm very happy with this little row that we've created, though. This is good. This is good stuff. I know I can get my silk touch cheap here now. I don't know if it's the best looking thing ever, but it's clear. And the guys over here are also doing great. Hey guys. Right, I don't think either of you trade beetroot. Bro, you okay? I can't get close enough without crouching. Oh, you do trade beetroot. That's crazy. Yeah, anyway, good job, guys. Keep going at your work or whatever. Yep. You're just infinitely farming potatoes. Anyway, party over, back to work. I was thinking one of the unused could be freed, but that's probably too much. We could. We have one guy that's unemployed in the row, which would be easy to free. Yeah. Our employed people. We probably could. That would be firing him. We would be firing him and going, "Congratulations, you're fired." Technically, one of them's unemployed though. Could free that guy. Just send him up to the server, see what is surface, see what happens. Probably wander around forever, but that's eh. Um, um, I want to go fishing. On the other hand, I want to have a dock where I can fish. What? Um, I am curious how many villagers there are currently in the hole. Boop. Like, there's so many of them. I wish there weren't this many, but I didn't realize that the villager the villager breeder was doing that good. You know, I don't know. There's kind of way too many of them. Bye, guys. We could also see what kind of job do we need still? The economic dream. What, the just chilling in a hole and then being jobless, or um I don't think that's the economic dream, to be honest. I want to see how this farm is doing. Decent amount of these guys. I cannot check this. There we go. There's still 24 in here. Okay, it hasn't activated since I checked last stream. We're still building up. Okay, we're gonna hope that my game doesn't crash. Hold on, I'm just gonna minimize it. There we go. No cost, only profit. No. Never studied economics. No, that's fair. I dropped economics pretty quickly as well. Um, wasn't the best at it. Um, Jump. Now what? We finished our to-do for today. Look at how nice it looks now. There's probably, we could add more lanterns and stuff. The ceiling's still a bit smooth, but that's, like, this is cool. We've got cool stuff going on. Hum 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 hum. Fishing time, I guess, maybe. Let's go fishing. We've done our to-do. I'm seeing question marks. Someone from another country is trying to log into my... What? Oh. That's strange. I don't really know what else to call it. Oh gosh, I fell. It's a good thing two-factor authentication exists, yeah. Fish. My title's fully wrong now. My title still says that I'm doing a storage system. But we're fishing. Yup. Go! Okay. I remember the, yeah. Yeah, that's... I don't know, man. Yeah, that's fair actually, because it's definitely Microsoft account related. And fishy links are typically the first go-to problem. Like the most known one. First question you ask yourself. That's what I mean. Weird. Only thing I would be able to think of is like saving your password somewhere that you shouldn't have, but that's not... That's more like on a public device related. Wouldn't really work with with other countries unless you've done that in another country or something like that, if you get what I mean. Oh hey, shell. We're definitely gonna need to make a chest with just fish / fishing related loot. I don't even know if my passwords, if I'm logged out of something I just reset. Dang. That's one way to do it. There's still a block up there. I just noticed that. I wanted to check if I wasn't like gonna be getting attacked. But there's just a block floating above the well now because I didn't remove it yet. We're gonna catch one more thing and then I'm gonna very quickly remove that block and then go sleep. Yep. That's bothering. It's a good thing we have these as stairs. Eh. There we go. I use encrypted passwords. Oh yeah, no, that's fair. I usually just put a lot of random words together for my passwords, which probably isn't something I should be saying, but they are just random words. More, I'm not going to say that. Like random words and numbers, and I save it to my password manager. Hold on. Gonna allow that one. I'll allow that one. That's an okay word. Um, no, but like to be fair, I don't remember a lot of my passwords either. Or sometimes I'll remember them, but not the capitalization. Bum. Bum censored, which isn't a bad word in my opinion. Hmm. Fish. And a piece of blackstone. No, I don't. Like, if you have a lot of passwords, they get hard to remember, especially if they're all different. I'm not 7 out for that. Not right now. Hold on. Hold on. You did this to yourself. um, I feel like I gotta go and allow that, but also it's very funny that it did get censored. Um, it wouldn't have. Other people don't know what the egg is going on anymore, but we can't be testing the sensors. Sorry for. We're literally just fishing. This is great chat. This is great vibes. This I seriously do not mind. This is more fun than if like silent chat's fully okay, right? There's no responsibility on chats to be chatting, but it is very much appreciated because it's fun to talk to people. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself continuously. I can only come up with so many words to say to myself slash empty air. Um, no, it's like how do I word this properly? Especially if we're not doing something that requires like full focus, which usually it's games. So even if we do need focus, we can pause them usually because we don't really. I don't think we've played any online games on this channel. I don't think I've played any online games except for like Hypixel, I guess. Either way, it's way more fun to talk with chat than just a random air. Empty air, random stuff. The words department is going great today, as you can notice. Um, I hope soon we will have enough for stuff. It's not a big deal since you get to see the text anyways. Yeah. Anyone else in chat has no idea what got censored, but you were testing the censors. That's all they get to know. Wasn't even bad. Or that bad. Whoa, enchant the bow. Yo! That has mending on it. We can just mend that. We don't have to enchant the bow anymore that was doing. I re-put it so exactly. Suffer the consequences. This is nice though. Power 3, flame, and mending. We're gonna have to mend this. Love fishing. Very much lucky. It's a good thing we switched to over here instead of that little lake, you know? Gotta the sea turtles and stuff in this water is clearly bringing me luck. And somewhere there's a nautilus, or there can be nautiluses. And I do want to tame one, which is why we're fishing at all. Because I need the pufferfish. And then we can build underwater, I guess. Doesn't really have any effect on what we're currently doing. It's just fun. And we can swim back and forth on the Nautilus in that case. Would also need to get a saddle. But that's fine. We have the leather for it. We have the leather to make a saddle. I think that's really all you need for a saddle, off the top of my head. Could very much be wrong. Look, there is one. Oh. I currently don't have any plans for underwater, but we could theoretically build underwater. It's a difficult word to spell. There's a Q in it. You know, that's where the problems start. Um, I mean, I think the usual problems are with spelling aquarium are more with the vowels, but whatever. That sentence was more fun to say. We aquarium. We. I think that maybe my brain has turned itself off. Perhaps. Hello, Nautiluses. Anyway, in terms of underwater plans, there are no underwater plans. I love the word Q because what purpose is U and E here? None, other than length. It's just to make it look like a word. Kuwewe, you know? If you were to pronounce every single letter in that word as it is spelled. How many pufferfish do I have? I have 3. Maybe 1 or 2 more and then we can try and tame one. They're literally surrounding me right now. Group projects be like one single thing doing all the work. Dang. I mean, you're not entirely wrong. It happens way more often than you'd like it to, but yeah. Ooh. Boop. Apparently, I held the button long enough for it to immediately throw it out again. The bobber. So I'm not complaining. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm not complaining. If I could catch something, that would be nice, though. My fishing rod's gonna die soon. Not quite what I wanted to catch. One more throw. One more throw, and then I see if I can actually make a saddle, because we're gonna need one if we want to drive the Nautilus. Anyway, In terms of underwater build plans, we have no underwater build plans, but we could make some underwater build plans. I've said the word too many times now. You know, we could think of stuff to build underwater just because we want to build underwater. Okay, hold on. Saddle. Oh, I do need an iron for it. The entire city of Atlantis? I think you overestimate my building skills. Like, don't get me wrong, I like my little builds, but I don't think I can build the city of Atlantis as much as I would like to. And now that's filling up. There we go. I do realize we've kind of blocked off the way. Like, if you... Sup, dude? Bye, dude. Like, there's a fence right where you would like to go. That is true, we do got a brainstorm from somewhere. Oh no. This is exactly what the ladder's for. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh god. What have we done? Get out! Oh. We've survived. Not today. I mean, it was fully my fault that I went in the first place, but yes. I have an axe. Why am I doing this with my fist? Whatever. It's sleep time. I need beds everywhere, apparently, because or just carry around with me. We have a spare bed. But oh well, we can walk back and forth. It's not that far. We back to the underwater brainstorm. The lost city of Atlantis is a tad bit too big, I fear. I fear we already have a big enough task with this, but we could do something small underwater, you know? Like a coral reef or something. We could make an artificial coral reef. They're pretty. Make like an underwater garden. I've done one of those before in creative. James. Oh, oh my god. We have enough villagers to do so. That is true. That is the truth. Naming a villager Poseidon and putting him in a glass cage feels more cruel, but also it would be very funny. Could build him a little castle. Then he can walk around. Going around? Oh, I do not mind. I love being silly. Silly is fun. Coral reef sounds nice. Yeah. We could also build a little castle. Like a very tiny one, not a big one. Can't go City of Atlantis here. We can build a little castle. We can build a coral reef around it, and then put a villager named Poseidon in the middle, in the castle. Then it's not just a villager named Poseidon. Then it's just... No clue how we would get a villager down there alive, by the way. We probably have to... Yo, name tag! Nice. Would probably have to, like, create just a chute with air. Pick up a Poseidon's name tag. Yeah, true. True. Could make a parking lot for Nautiluses. And then we can visit Poseidon. This is... This is a very real and solid plan. I do think it's funny though. So maybe if we have the materials... Gonna have to put this one on the to-do list, you know, Poseidon's home, and then see if I remember what that means. Oh, fish. Yo, perfect fish. Okay. Let's see if we can get one of the Nautiluses. If we can find where they went. We might have to make, there it is. There is one. I think they should be happy with, pufferfish. Hello, buddy. Do you just immediately like me? Oh my god. Guys. That was one. That was one. Oh, no. How do I go down? Just forward. Ooh. Like, it's... Forward is wherever you're looking. That was one thing. It only took one try. This is incredible. We don't have anywhere to place them. Which is a problem. We're so lucky today. I should have placed a bet on this. That is a joke. I did it. Gambling is not a great idea, typically speaking. Disclaimer. Heck yeah, though. We love to see it. Now I need a spot for it to sit, though, because we can't have this little guy escaping us. It also cannot go on land, so maybe we should have thought about this before I put it in anywhere. But this is epic. Maybe we just put him in here and then... Hold on. Whoop. No, you can go from under. Ow. No, don't. Now we have him in a little hole. Oh, oh my god. Hold on. Allow. That one wasn't allowed. Anyway, yeah, no, let's not bet our house. We just built it. Oh, dude, no. You cannot be escaping already. I'll get you a better space to sit. Soon, TM. Hello, dolphin. No, bro, stop that. Stop that. I think we want to make a space here where we can just park them. Oh, maybe like if we build the docks here, we can have a space under it, which is just like the parking space for Nautiluses. Would probably need a little bit more space than that, a little deeper. Actually, no. We need the entrance to be simple and too wide. And then we can make this deeper. Because this would be 2 fence gates. And then we just do that. And then they actually have some space to swim around in. because that is important. Also, if we did this on a Nautilus, it would be faster, ironically. There we go. Now we go get a little buddy. Okay, little guy. You're gonna also need a name at some point. We'll figure that out. Not what I meant to do, but it's okay. You deserve the love. Aquatic parking lot with glass roof. Ooh, that would be cool. Currently, this is just like marked as out for the dogs. Like, so we would be able to which to be fair, it's quite wide to make like 2 planks just going out. But we could make this a glass roof, yeah. That could be cool. It does need enough space for them to bulb around like this though, so we might have to dig it a little bit deeper. Look at them. Okay. Fill that in. Thinking. I think I'm gonna chop down a tree real quick to get ourselves some fence gates. It would probably be better if it was a spruce one, but it's gonna be under the water, so it's fine. Currently not really caring about that. Ooh, nice mangoes. Da, 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 da. Apple, that's nice. Trying to get a sapling so I can replant though. That was a sapling I can replant now. There, I think it was, ish. We'll just plant an extra tree for good measure. Let's see, we need some sticks. We need to, actually, hold on, we need this. And we need some sticks. There. I need some fence gates. 2 of them, to be precise. Actually, I think I need 2 sticks, and then we'll be, yeah. Then we'll be happy. Here we go. We need to waterlog these guys. Oh. Aren't these waterloggable? In-wall open false power holes. Huh. News to me. These guys are, yeah, no, they're not actually. These are water stoppers. I should have remembered that. It's okay. I'll be right back, man. I'll be right back. I gotta eat. I gotta go eat. Down the well. I'm still very happy with our well. We did well on the well. Sleeping time. Goodbye, car. I need to go get back up. And I think next time we're just gonna spend some time with the dogs and building them. I'm very much in a building mood recently, you know, not so much a automation or actual game progress mood. Technically, this is game progress. It just depends on what you define as like progress, proper progress, whatever. Now this should allow me to just that, and then we should be able to also just do that, and we can get out because water. Epic. We could theoretically, if I move these, like if we count this as the middle, and we go like, okay, well I want, let's say 2 big docks spaces like going out, so you have a space in the middle, and then welcome back. Haven't like, I hope the mangos were good, by the way. I haven't had mango in a good while, I think. But since summer's coming up, we can actually, it'll be in season again. Right? I think. It should be. Just like melon. Very sweet. Nice. I think if I mark it out here, and then if we make this like a glass roof, and then we can let it split off into multiple spaces. This was 3, yeah, so then we will do 3 there. It's already summer here, so mangoes are in the market. Nice. Yeah, it's where I am. It's getting warmer as well. Like this weekend, we've had some proper warmth again, and like tomorrow and today as well. Today we had like a good amount of warmth, and then tomorrow is also predicted to be warm. Very warm in comparison to what we usually have. Depending on how you count the average day. It can be. I hope it's not like, what's the word? Hold on, I gotta look up the word. I'm actually just going to look up the translation right now. Because I forgot. Please tell me. Stuffy. Last week, some soul-sucking eating, these past 2 stuff non-stop rain. Oof, yep. Well, I mean, the clouds gotta let go of the rain at some point. Like, all the water that's been, that's turned into damp and then clouds through the heat's gotta go somewhere. Anyway, it's not, no, stuffy isn't the right translation. Hold on, they give like 5 different translations. Hold on, let me see which is the right one. Like the air, humid. Humid is when it's like there's a wetness in it. It's like the website that I currently have open gives examples thick, suffocating, and stifling. That's humid could also be a translation, I suppose. Yeah, like stuffy also kind of works. There's a bunch of words for it, and I forgot all of them up until I looked it up. Hello, mouse, please work with me. It does happen. I think I know the words you're trying to translate. Hello, Astral. Do make your guess. Do make your guess. um, no, do make your guess, Astral, on what the what I was trying to translate. Also, look, we have a Nautilus. I don't know how long you've been here, but look, we have a Nautilus. We also made a. We also did my storage system, but this is more important, not less. Actually, I should still have some glass. We could immediately. Banana. Yep, exactly. That's the one. I could only remember the. Oh, other side. I could only remember the Dutch. We. Let's see if we have some glass. Slimes. Hello, slime. Would thy like to die? Punch him to death. I'm gonna punch him to death. A little over an hour just getting chat. Dang. Fair enough, but dang. You there. We're gonna need to find a place for all these fish. Probably above this one. Like just stack them. Make that the one. Glass should be in the miscellaneous. We have two glass. Okay, well that's useless for our build. That's fun. Uh, let's make some more chests and actually I'm gonna need more than that even. We want to go double chest immediately. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of these for an item frame. No, that's the wrong way around. Hold on, I can stand up here. Bam. And then puffer fish. Fishy stuff. I know that we also have cooked fish here, but that's the cooked stuff, so it's fine. I sadly, like, I can't. Let's go mint this one. You should go in here. You there. Wood. Actually, where did I think I put bamboo here. Would bamboo count under wood or under plant stuff? Because it turns into planks and stuff and such. I feel like it might be more on the wood side. Wood, yeah. You're just gonna go like there. That's fine. I don't have any variants of this stuff anyway. You're supposed to be over there. Then we have sand and the dirt and stuff chest. See? The system's working. It's working. We're having a good time. Anything else I need to drop off? Nope. Bum, 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 bum. Anyway, Astral, seeing as you've now officially decided to start talking. No, I'm kidding. How are you doing? It's nearly night though. I know it's like half day, but it's nearly night though. Somehow this feels better. Like that, like that. It's a plant, not wood, because it's not a tree. Yeah, no. true. But also it does turn into wood variants, and I like to keep those together. So this is wood stuff, you know? Like, there's also signs in here. We're gonna keep them together. Time to mend this cool new bow that we got. We learn something new every day. I mean, bamboo is pretty incredible. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it can grow really fast, and actually some certain types especially can grow incredibly tall, but also it's friendly types of plants called woody grass. What? Huh. Okay. That feels not that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't feel like those two go together or something. But anyway, back on my bamboo rant. Like the fact that they also can give off more CO2 than trees do. And of course, there's the fact that they can be turned into a lot of stuff, include like hard furniture, but also like fabrics and stuff. Epic, by the way. Bamboo forests are so cool. Forests in general are pretty nice looking. Like especially with when they're like dense. Okay, hold on. Gotta hold this in our offhand until you walk through them. Fair enough. I think we gotta hold this in our offhand. Currently we're at 71. Now we're at 87. Okay, yeah, it's working. It's working. It's doing its thing. I can imagine that they would be hard to walk through. I feel like dense tree forests are easier to walk through. Not all of them. Definitely not all of them. Oh, hey, an arrow. Um, but I feel like trees can leave open more space. I do think it's pretty funny that at some point I had a friend that had just a couple of things of bamboo like in her backyard. Um, and the neighbors, like a couple of houses over, apparently had to start complaining about the fact that like bamboo just randomly sprouted up. Oh, creeper toes. Well, hello there, child. What? Baby zombie villager. Ow, rude. Yeah, like, yeah, baby zombie villager. I killed him, because don't know what else I was gonna do, but that's crazy. I think it's even possible to get baby zombie villagers on chickens, but I think that's incredibly rare. Whoa, my gosh. Bo's nearly healed, though. I do think that's the first time I've seen one, like, in my own game as well. I watched some guy on Instagram who walks through swamps and rainforests, casually pick up anything he finds. Oh, I was like sticks and stuff, but no, crocodiles and huge snakes is a different story. Creeper toes. I guess we might as well just like get some XP. Well, I mean, I would hope so, but it's not always guaranteed. Sometimes it's just someone doing that, man. Like, but yeah, better that it is an expert. Um, that's cool though, because The creatures are interesting. And I feel like like clearly people know how to handle them and are perfectly fine. Swamp puppies? That sounds so adorable. That's like swamp puppies. I would not imagine crocodiles. Crocodiles are big, but also yeah, real. I mean, I see. I can look at a line and go, looks huggable. So it's not really. I'm not extremely surprised. Um, Sadly, never hugged a lion because, well, the zoo won't allow it, but if not French shapes, exactly. They look so, the lions look so fluffy and soft, as does literally every other big cat, but that's besides the point. It's just a kitty. It's just a kitty. It is simply just a kitty. Come on, just like a little more. And then I can go. And then I can enchant some stuff again. Yes. Okay, I think we need like... Technically we need nothing more. This is good enough. Whee! Also, it would be nice if we could get... Now I actually have a reason to get infinity. Dang it. Like, I've re-rolled infinity a bunch of times because I went, I don't have a bow I want to use it on anyway. But now I do have a bow I want to use it on. If I even can. Hello, Nautilus. We need so many names for our pets, guys. Like, we have one horse is named. I think we named one of the donkeys as well. Yeah, this is Bernard. And we've got Silver Strider. Other than that, none of the horses have names. We have Car, the cat. And then we have a wolf that doesn't have a name and a Nautilus that doesn't have a name. I want a Pallas cat, but it's too hot here for them to survive. Are Pallas cats pets? Like, can you theoretically even have them? Or was it... Like, yeah, they definitely do look French shapes, but if I try hard enough... Yeah, okay. Like, there's a lot of animals that would just not appreciate being pets. I don't know how much a Pallas cat would appreciate it. But yeah, real. Epic bow. And we have exactly one piece of gunpowder that's stranded in my inventory. And now we can remove this from the to enchant list. Let's see if we can get something on... it's a wildcat, so likely it can't be kept indoors. Okay. Piercings. Flame, power. Can I re-enchant any of these, or is that not possible anymore? That's not possible anymore. I hear snow leopards and cheetahs are friendly. I don't know. I don't... like, they are very in my head, they are very much like that is still a wild cat, even if they do look very huggable. But not aggressive is a better word. That's fair. That's fair. Like, won't attack you on sight. sort of creatures, yeah. Maybe. Perhaps, perhaps. Uh, none of these are interesting. I already have a flame bow, you know? Piercing 4 could be useful. I also kind of want to just re-roll this. If I do that, will it give me anything? What's that still even for? I don't even know. Oh wait, it's a repair, so it would be another helmet. Have you heard the kind of sound cheetahs make? Um, I don't think so. Oh my god. They're just little cats in big bodies. Have you ever seen like um either like husky type dogs or like big cats, the babies with the ginormous paws? Do I remove my unbreaking 3? Because like they have the thing is about um some dogs and big cats is that they just have like the grown adult paws. I'm pretty sure they just have very big paws in comparison to their very tiny bodies, and it is adorable. Um, we're just gonna risk it. We're just gonna risk it. Uh, disappointment once more. I, excuse me, there. What? Power to. Power to. Piercing 2. It's just like more nonsense. One book. I guess we could retry again, but like protection 3. I saw a brown stray dog that had tiger stripes painted on it, like actually painted. Depending on the type of paint, it's either cute or not cute at all. Depends on the situation, I'm afraid, but it sounds like it could be very cute. We've had some bad luck with these guys. Um, I maybe shouldn't have removed my unbreaking, but you know, uh, I'm sure it was some kind of pain, but it still doubt my memory. Okay. Hmm. Hold on, let me see. You guys, like, none of you have unbreaking or something. What was I gonna look for? I was like, maybe one of them will have unbreaking, but I quite literally have everything written down here. None of these do. Could sell some books. Could also would rather sell some paper though. There was a park nearby with a tiger. What? I. Uh, what type of park? like, just a park or a zoo sort of thing. Like, what's still sad though? Poor tiger. Animated book, cool. Okay. In that case, even more tragic. I don't need sleep. I was sitting. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna. You're gonna see some things for a while while I see if I can look up a picture of little wildcat with very big paws and stuff. Hold on, give me a minute. Uh, no, I don't want plushies or anything. Not what I am looking for. I do hope I'm remembering correctly that it's like huskies and stuff. No, it might be like shepherd. Oh, what's the type? I know that there's a type of dog that has this and a type of cat, but I don't remember which ones. Okay, taking too much time. Uh, Give me a minute. Hmm. Um, Pretty sure it's baby tigers that get born with like really just like full grown paws. Tigers used to be spotted in any dense forest, but because of rising human settlements, they can only be spotted in swamp forests now. It's so awful. It's so awful. Like, oh wow. Um. Anyway, yeah. So it is the baby tigers that get born with just like disproportionate looking, like adorably huge paws. I just can't find any good pictures. I would recommend looking it up though, because baby tigers are adorable either way. Um, mm, yeah, human human tendencies to just kind of pave everything over, not great. Um, like probably not quite the right wording, but still not a good effect and everything that people's actions have had on a whole on the environment and the creatures that live in said environments. Uh, I really like red pandas. Um, One of my favorite animals, but they are sadly endangered thanks to the fact that their forests keep shrinking, and it's really sad because they can't like if a lot of their forests get taken down or burned down or whatever, they can't cross um safely. I hope I'm remembering this right. Um and then they can't like they get stuck and stuff, and then their living space shrinks, etc., and they simply do not survive. And that is not good, obviously. I feel like that statement was quite obvious. Um so I'm really glad that there oh sorry car. I'm really glad there's like um initiatives and stuff and charities that go towards making sure that these spaces get to survive and get to slowly but surely kind of come back. Yeah. 2 little eye colors. Absolutely adorable. Little calico with heterochromia. I should actually... We have 2 name tags. I know that we're probably going to keep one for Poseidon. But I do want to do this. Car. Yes. Car, heart. There you go, car. Happy. Car officially has her name now. And she had a white coat which makes her look majestic. White cats always look so elegant. Especially when, of course, especially when they're like pristine white. But they look incredibly majestic. They look so elegant. And then with heterochromia would look even more out of this world, I can only imagine. Although I do love calico cats as well. Also adorable. Like the patchwork kitties. Ironic. I mean, it's, like, white fur probably isn't the best for camouflage and therefore survival, and that's, you know, kind of what it's typically about. So yeah, that's... Oh, I think our machine may have went. How much is left? 20, yeah. Yay, we have 5 more again. I love my kelp farm. I'm so proud of the design. But yeah. Like, going back to the initiatives I was just talking about like the with the red pandas, there's also, if we turn towards the sea, there are also initiatives for that, for bringing back the coral reefs, because coral reefs are also very much important for a lot of different wildlife, and are also slowly dying out because there's like I'm pretty sure it's once again a grain of salt because of the fact that it is pulling it from my memory, which isn't necessarily the greatest. Like the coral reefs have fairly specific, I think, states of living, and then when it's the water gets too hot, boils basically. Like they get too hot, and then they die. First they gray out because that is all of the is it algae and stuff. I don't think it's algae. All of the creatures basically that live on a coral reef, because a coral reef is alive as more than just a plant. They get expelled from the coral because the coral is trying to keep itself alive. So first they white out, and after that they die. And then, like, you see these. If you look at documentaries and stuff about it, you'll see these ginormous. Or I guess if you go diving yourself in such an area, but I've never done that. you'll see these ginormous spaces of just dead coral, and it's so sad. But there is initiatives that like creates that place coral down to, and help it get back to an actual functioning ecosystem. Yeah, I should watch more nature documentaries. I enjoy. I mean, there's now so different. Look it up later. Thanks a lot for telling me about it. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's really interesting, especially seeing how all of these different ecosystems function. Even if like at the core, it's an ecosystem is always um, things feeding each other and stuff. Not a biologist. Don't know if you noticed. Um, like it, you know, the animal eats grass, or animal gets eaten by another animal. Circle of life, all that stuff. Um, so when one thing dies out fully, you kind of break that really badly. Yeah, but yeah, it is important, and I want to refresh my knowledge on some of these. I'm noticing, so probably won't watch them tonight because I do got to be up early again tomorrow. But I'm gonna watch them again at some point. Anyway, maybe that's yeah, yeah. Like I feel like there should be ways we could find where we can live in harmony with the already existing ecosystem. I feel like there's gotta be a way to do that. Maybe that's just me being delusional hopeful. Um, but that takes a lot of awareness and effort, and we haven't been doing that. So, like as humans, let's say, not we as in just us, but we as in a society and our societies as a whole. Um, haven't always been doing that. Let's say it like that. Tragically. I should make sure I have more chicken. Bam. I still have stuff from my. It's glaringly obvious we need to start with plastics. Partly, yeah. There's probably like other things as well, but yeah, plastics are definitely an issue. Um, but yeah, like the heating everything up is a threat. The putting it really simply, that is. Um, mm, like how do I say this? How do words work? Um, like those data centers that need space, that need a lot of cooling down, a lot of energy to function, all of that stuff really isn't good. And on an individual level, you can, try to be incredibly conscious about how much energy you use, if you're using clean energy, stuff like that. But if you're battling against something and your enemy is the big data centers from multiple, for some reason they're always measured in football fields, like football fields long, or big or whatever, it gets kind of difficult. Like, it's not just an individual level that we need to be looking at this on. Once again, though, not an expert. Disclaimer, personal opinions. And, all that stuff. Yeah. I don't really know how to move on from this. I'm going to be honest. I mean, we don't necessarily, I don't know. I feel like this is a great topical conversation, but I'm also just standing here. um, but yeah, the general thing of clean energy and global warming is an entire thing as well, which data centers, etc., aren't helping with. But you know, um, let's start with this. We're going towards the docks, by the way. I want to set ourselves up for next time. Oh, it's night. That's the exit, or entrance, exit. This is the entrance. There we go. Um, but yeah, of course, the David Attenborough's, like, Planet Earth and stuff are some great documentaries to see. But there's also some, and I can't pull them out of my brain immediately, but of course, like the Planet Earths and the everything that David Attenborough has done is pretty incredible. But yeah, trying to think of something to say without leading to something sensitive. That's fair. We've kind of entered the waters of, like, is it deeper conversation, environmentalist conversation? Well, Enderman teleports. What? Oh my goodness. Oh, there's creatures. 'Twas night. I see. We're gonna have to get these creatures out of my forest. Speaking of ecosystems to ruin. No, oh, don't want it to blow up my farm. Don't want it to blow up my farm. Or my horses. Come into the water, please. I wish I had my bow and arrow with me. Oh no. Yep, good enough. Anyway, yeah, this is a pretty difficult conversation to move on from. Oops, I guess. It was a good conversation to have, though, because it is important, like we already said. Where's that skeleton gone? Oh well, I guess. Yeah, well. Anyway, the ending message of today is I would definitely recommend watching some epic documentaries about nature preservation and coral reefs and etc. Planet stuff, because the planet's cool and important and not necessarily having the best time. With that, we're ending it. Hope the prediction about the eye above popping into the 3 years is true. I hope it's sooner. Like, oh my god. Great stream. Yeah, good stuff. Deep stream. That too. No, good every once in a while, you know. Gotta have the deep conversations. From villager Poseidon saving, yeah, from trapping villagers under the water in a prison of luxury, to this is the planet and it's in danger and we gotta save it. But yeah, great stream. I enjoyed it, both the light parts and the deeper conversation parts. I hope you did too, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.